control things in such a way that you have to approve of me, or I still don't get your approval, at least I'm in control of the situation one way or another. We all want to be little Ishwaras. Little Ishwaras. Sometimes bigger Ishwaras. Sometimes tendency is there to want to be, to follow in the footsteps of perhaps Hiranyakashipu. But we may not admit it to ourselves because that's not the proper thing to think as a devotee. Okay, so this wanting, well, let me finish with control. The wanting control, sometimes we want the opposite. We want to be controlled. And this may take the form of, just tell me what to do. Arjuna wanted to be controlled by Krishna. And in his case, in that circumstance, it was a very good choice. Sometimes, however, we may unconsciously want to be controlled by someone else in a way which is not healthy. But because we want it, we allow it to happen, and it gives us nothing but trouble. It prevents us from advancing in sadhu sangha, in bhajana kriya, in anartha nivritti. So, but hopefully we can talk more about this later. All these four wants and their opposites are culminating in, you could say, nine emotional states. Now here I want to suggest that it's helpful to think of these as groups of, or as sort of constellations of emotions. And now what I'm going to do is give you a little list of these emotions. The list, if you want to write this down, begins at the bottom of your page, not at the top. Or if you want, okay, just so to let you out of the suspense. At the top of the page is going to be peace. But we're going to start at the bottom. And at the bottom of the page is apathy. All right? I see Ananda Chaitanya is dividing his page into 9 equal portions. Very good. He's very well organized. At the bottom is apathy. Above apathy is grief. Something which Arjuna was anticipating that he was going to have trouble with. Above grief is fear. And above fear is lust. Or desire, we can say. The Sanskrit word kama has a whole range of meanings. It can mean very broadly, simply desire, and then more specifically it can mean lust. Above lust is anger. And above anger is pride. And now we're making a bit of a jump in a sense, and we'll get to this, how this is. The next stage, if you like, the next group of emotions is courage. And then we have acceptance. And then finally we have at the top peace. It's interesting to see how devotees make notes. Some stretching it over a page, and some have it in one small portion of the page. Saving paper. Very good. Okay. Now, if we were to go further, then in peace, what I'm suggesting, and that's kind of another seminar, or that's for us to fill in for ourselves. Beyond peace, what I'm suggesting, that's bhakti. That's where the fun begins. That's where the real thing. That's beginning with peace and then developing into the bhavas, the rasas, the relationships with Krishna, in which then all of these emotions which we've just listed could eventually, or may even from the beginning partially be engaged in Krishna's service. So all these feelings, what I want to suggest is, in their normal incarnations, in their or in what we're familiar with in our worldly experience of these emotions, are really all about facilitating the acquisition of getting separateness or getting union, getting survival or getting its opposite, getting approval or getting its opposite, and getting control or getting its opposite. Now at this point, some of you are kind of looking like, where is all this going? Where is he taking me on this ride?
Peace.
Yes, we're taking you to peace, shanti, so don't worry, it's all going to go in the right direction. One thing you might notice about this list, especially if you've written them down, is that it's conducive, the bottom three being associated